Right, onwards we go, and now we are on to the top 4. Now that the players have, actually no, the players have not been decided. Reuven and Martin Teo are still playing, but we will be featuring the first of the top 4 sets, which will be played between Martin Tan and Chelsea Tan.
Yeah, definitely. Chelsea coming off fresh of victory against Ryan Cham in a 2-1 victory over Ryan Cham with her mascot Togedemaru as well.
Yes, Togedemaru coming through for Chelsea, getting the final KO of the game in a very crucial Game 3 scenario. Martin had a somewhat easier path to top 8, winning a 2-0 set over Wei Wen. So we'll be interested to see how both players adjust to each other now that both players kind of have an idea of what the other player is running.
Definitely, I'm not sure if both players had time to scout each other while they were playing their matches as well. But since it is a best of 3, they will have time to adjust to each other within the matches themselves.
Yes, Chelsea's team, as we saw, kind of a throwback to a earlier portion of the meta game, with somewhat the AFK bulky core along with a few support options, as opposed to the shift towards setup that the meta game has seen.
She does have the Porygon 2 and the Giga Lift to facilitate a more trick room oriented play style, so that's available for her as well. Martin though, do you have any idea what he's running going into this match?
Martin is, I believe, running the team inspired by Nick Navarre from the US. The Katana, Arcanine, Giga Lift, Porygon 2, Tapu Koko, and the Gyarados.
Was it a Scope Lens Katana?
Well, he insists it's not. We shall see. The original build of the team did carry the Scope Lens. But other than that, I believe we've seen the Giga Lift, which is kind of similar to what was run. It is with the Pinch Berry, as well as the Koko, which carries the Ferrum Z to fire off Twinkle Tackle.
Well, Martin, if does have the Katana, could be interesting because then maybe it could come down between a Katana versus Katana matchup, something we've not seen for quite a while.
Then it'll be an interesting matchup because one has Sash. Actually, no, I don't think either has Sash, but Chelsea's outspeeds with the Scarf.
Yes.
But the scope, how was it? Secret Sword from onto a full health Katana does not KO without a boost. So speed could be the defining matter in the long run.
Yeah, and well, since there is Trick Room available as well, there's a lot of control options for both players here. And Martin actually also going quite strong. I believe if he does well with this team, he might be using this team as well in further tournaments, especially in the Malaysia regionals.
Yeah,
or
Martin
MSS.
inching closer and closer to not just that World's Day 1 invite, but in fact, putting himself in pole position for a paid Day 2 invite as well.
Yeah, definitely. I believe he went to Day 2 in Melbourne.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely a strong player.
Yeah,
but
Martin riding a lot of momentum in recent tournaments. But this matchup is going to be interesting because both players actually have the Porygon 2 Giga Lift options, which has been lauded as a very strong core in its own right. But neither player going to have the advantage since both are running the same thing.
yeah, and they both have the same counters in terms of they both also run Katana. So I mean, kind of an interesting question. What would they lead against each other? Would they try to predict?
Chelsea we saw did sometimes choose to opt to lead with the Scarf Katana against Ryan, but against Martin, probably not the safest option because Martin's team is much bulkier than what Ryan had.
Yeah, so probably Katana will fall on to clean up duty, whereas maybe Martins can afford to lead and maybe punch a few holes in Chelsea's team.
Yeah, if it is Scope Lens, those holes could be huge indeed.
Yeah, and well, both players also packing the #1 choice Pokemon in Singapore. Both of them have the Arcanine. The go-to
so
intimidator.
both players have very similar defensive cores. The only mons that differ on both sides are Koko on Martin's side as opposed to Togedemaru for Chelsea, and Fini for Chelsea as opposed to Gyarados for Martin.
Yeah.
So same types, water versus water, electric versus electric.
Yeah, I
Just
guess
that one electric shuts the other one down entirely.
Yeah.
So Gyarados versus Fini, hard to say who has a clear advantage there.
I would prefer Gyarados in that matchup because he has the option for Dragon Dance.
Though Chelsea does have the Specs Fini though. Now as again we shall reiterate, Chelsea's team as we enter team preview is the Togedemaru, Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Katana, Porygon 2 and Giga Lift.
And Martin is packing the Gyarados, Katana, Arcanine, Tapu Koko, Giga Lift and Porygon 2.
So it's again the 4 similar mons, Arcanine, Katana, Porygon 2 and Giga Lift. So it's going to have to see how either player plays their options to see who comes out ahead, especially the lead options. Does Chelsea want to start with the somewhat autopilot Togedemaru fake out option? Or is she opting to put on more pressure with the other attackers instead?
That's a pretty good lead in my opinion.
And again, which player wants Trick Room to go up?
Yeah, Togedemaru as a lead for Chelsea I think is quite strong because not only do you have the fake out pressure, you stop Koko from potentially hitting the field as well.
Yeah, not only that. one of the strongest options on this build of team that Martin is running is that Coco can lead and immediately vote switch out to reposition yourself.
Yeah.
Togedemaru stops that entirely.
Yes.
And it's not like Martin has any option to change the terrain away from electric.
Yeah, although Togedemaru does have that weakness to fire, so Arcanine could be a good counter for Martin as well. Then, well, it comes down to whether Chelsea wants to read that and maybe lead with Fini.
Right, both players are
Fini
done with team preview. We are going into the top 4 set semi-finals of today's mid-season showdown between Chelsea and Martin Tan. Here comes both players as we see the leads for both players. Martin is going for the Arcanine and the Katana. And Chelsea will answer with the Arcanine and the Tapu Fini. Arcanine hits the field for both players, getting Intimidate, but Chelsea getting the Intimidate onto the Katana crucially. And we see Martin actually opting for a very similar lead to what Ryan Cham was using in the top 8. But again, the Intimidate going to be able to save Chelsea's Fini from Martin's Katana, or will it?
barring a critical
Scope
hit.
Lens doesn't care about your silly little Intimidates.
Yeah, 50% chance to just kill the Tapu Fini right there and then.
Now again, we don't know for sure what item the Katana is
We'll
carrying.
also have to be careful of the Arcanine threatening the Katana. And Martin's side of the...
especially since we know that her Katana is scuffed and the Flare Blitz will just wipe it off the field. And Martin's Arcanine, crucially, is much bulkier than Ryan's and will survive a Spike's Muddy Water. In fact, it will just put it into berry range to heal.
Yeah, so I mean, Katanas have been known to run when faced with an Arcanine or Protect. So we'll see if that's the case and if Chelsea can pick up on that to gain momentum.
Yeah, because Katana cannot protect on Chelsea's side. Arcanine here, yep. Arcanine switching out, not the Katana for Martin.
Bring in the Gigalith.
Gigalith coming in as, are we going to see a double? Oh no, actually no double switch there since the Arcanine is slower than the Katana. So Katana staying in. Oh, is he going for the crit? Here comes the Togedemaru though. Is Martin going to lose his Katana to the Flare Blitz immediately? Here comes Leaf Blade into the Togedemaru. No
critical hit.
As Infernal Overdrive coming out here.
I think that's
for
a bit.
The Arcanine.
I think that's a bit overkill if it is aiming the Katana, but doesn't make sense if it's aiming the Arcanine as well. We're switching for the Gigalith.
The thing about Infernal Overdrive is that you KO through Detect.
Oh, so he did that just in case the Katana decided to protect itself.
Actually does it. I'm not sure if it KO through Detect actually. But it's gonna be a way overkill there as Katana gets blown up by the Infernal Overdrive and gets one hit knocked out. No Focus Sash to save it.
Yeah, and Togedemaru still on the field, able to exert fake out pressure the next turn. Pretty interesting position as well. I mean, Chelsea will be able to pivot out her Arcanine to save itself from the Gigalith later on.
Here comes Arcanine once again, and Arcanine actually drops to -2 attack. So actually, if Martin had detected, he would have survived the Infernal Overdrive since Arcanine had already been intimidated.
Oh yeah.
Now at 2 stages of reduced attack, she's definitely incentivized to switch out. And you would imagine Fini is a very nice thing to bring in against the Arcanine and the Gigalith.
Yeah, but Togedemaru is prime for the picking here. I mean, it can only stop one Pokemon, and Arcanine, if it's not stopped, will just Flare Blitz into the Rodent.
Which gives you a very easy fake out onto Arcanine, since Gigalith cannot really hurt the Togedemaru.
Oh, but it goes for the Spiky Shield instead.
Hoping to catch Flare Blitz. As it does occur, Flare Blitz into the
Fini.
Arcanine slot.
Yeah, which was previously
Martin
Arcanine.
hoping to catch a Katana switch in. Good damage and avoids the Spiky Shield damage, and Rock Slide will come out as well, which is going to do a good chunk of damage to the Fini.
Yeah, but now Fini is in a pretty good position, able to actually not. The damage from the Rock Slide.
Arcanine still probably outspeeds the Fini. Or actually we don't know that for sure. We know that Chelsea's Fini has some speed. It outsped Ryan's Fini, and we know that Martin's Arcanine is very bulky.
Yeah, I was going to say Fini, it looks pretty good because it can land super effective hits on both of Martin's Pokemon. But at the same time, Gigalith will be able to sponge that very comfortably with the Sandstorm.
Here comes Zingzap though. Chelsea fishing for the flinch in terrain. So a good amount. Oh no, Misty terrain though.
Yep.
Here comes Flare Blitz though, as Arcanine will move before the Tapu Fini and will take out the Togedemaru. Giving Gigalith, well, I suppose you don't really... Or giving Gigalith a single target Rock Slide on the Tapu Fini.
If it moves.
Oh, he got... No, but Zingzap went into Arcanine. Oh, he went to Gigalith.
He went to Gigalith. And Tapu Fini not opting for the Muddy Water, goes for the Scout
Not
into
going
the
to be
Gigalith.
enough. Going fishing for the burn, does not get the burn.
Burn will not happen in
Misty terrain, yeah. And
but procs the berry though.
Not going for Muddy Water there.
And no flinches, so Rock Slide will land single target onto Tapu Fini.
Going to be enough to finish it off.
Yes.
Should she have gone for Muddy Water, you wonder?
I guess the
Actually,
accuracy
just as
drop.
Ryan Charm didn't go for Money Water in the top 8 and cost him, that could yet come back to bite Chelsea.
But at least now Chelsea knows that the Gigalith is carrying that Agua Berry, so we'll be a bit wary of it
So
in the future.
Katana returns as long with the Arcanine. Well, actually, no, we didn't know she had Katana until now, but now we do.
Yeah. Well, that's not something she wants to face the Arcanine, especially
But
not
now
being
with,
able to
but
protect.
now with the Intimidate, and Arcanine already at reduced health from the Flare Blitz recoil, this could be useful for her. She is, after all, since she is a Scarf Katana, she could be packing the attack boosting nature instead of the speed boosting nature.
Yeah, but she wants to take out the Gigalith as well to ensure that Arcanine still sticks around, right?
But it's an interesting decision, yeah, you have to think about.
Oh, but Gigalith retreats here, not wanting to take the Leaf Blade, sends in Porygon 2 instead.
Risky play here because you risk the Arcanine going down and giving the Katana a beast boost with which to KO the Porygon 2
Yeah,
with.
definitely. And we do see the Leaf Blade. Chelsea
the
going
Arcanine.
for the Arcanine there. No critical hit. Does do significant amount of damage and a wild charge.
comes out onto Arcanine. Under Misty Terrain, it's actually going to be enough.
Yeah, so the
Choosing
Katana...
the Katana choosing to lock itself into Leaf Blade with the Gigalith, predicting the Gigalith will switch out. So Martin getting caught off guard. Yeah, Martin switched out the wrong mon there. So Chelsea calling that turn perfectly. Martin switching out the one he expected to get targeted. Chelsea double targeted the other.
Yeah, and Gigalith hits the field, but she has to be wary of Protect, especially since now we know that it is the Berry. Does not carry the Assault Vest.
And now that it's locked into Leaf Blade, the Porygon 2 is actually very safe to set up Trick Room.
Yeah, good point.
It's not like she can raw it out because Martin is down to his last 2, even if she did carry raw.
Yeah, so Gigalith could just easily protect while Porygon 2 goes for the...
Yep, Gigalith goes for the
Trick
protect.
Room.
And Chelsea, she's gonna have to bang on a Leaf Blade crit, I think. Yeah, going for it, does not get it. Porygon 2 showing its bulk. Oh, a lot of bulk in fact. And Flare Blitz comes out onto Porygon 2. Martin not taking any chances, even given the very obvious double the protect on Gigalith.
Yeah, Porygon 2 sponges that very, very comfortably. Goes for the Trick Room and Gigalith will now take the speed advantage.
What options does he have to KO the Katana though?
Porygon 2 does have Ice Beam, which could target Katana's weaker special defense.
But will Rock Slide be enough after that Ice Beam? I suspect not. And
Well-
it could come down to Rock Slide flinch, I suppose. But yeah, Extreme Speed here.
Into the Porygon 2, hoping to stop it from recovering. Does not happen. Rock Slide does fire off, does
Can
land on both Pokemon.
Takes out the Arcanine, so
Yep.
Chelsea not carrying much bulk on her own Arcanine. And Ice Beam will come out here. Can the Katana hang on and not be flinched by the Rock Slide? Or be frozen for that matter.
I think it is difficult to come back at this point because Katana can
Hangs
only
on but
target...
does flinch the Rock Slide. But as you pointed out, Katana can only target one and cannot protect to stall out Trick Room.
Yes, maybe if she had locked herself into Razor Leaf, but then she wouldn't be able to kill the Arcanine in the previous turns as well.
Yeah, so definitely a difficult decision there. Scarf Katana costing her as Martin plays to a really, very strong endgame of Porygon 2 Gigalith. Which Chelsea, it should be noted, did not bring.
Yeah, Finny not doing so much on Chelsea on her team as much as she expected though. I mean, the super effective hits is nice on Arcanine, but Gigalith able to take that hit quite comfortably with the sand. So maybe she wants to consider something else. And Togedemaru also wasn't very useful since Tapu Koko didn't show on Martin's side
Yeah,
of
Martin
the field.
opting not to even deal with Togedemaru's nonsense at all, not bringing the Koko. So she's gonna be thinking about how Martin won Game 1 using Porygon 2 Gigalith. She didn't bring her own Porygon 2 Gigalith. Is she going to want to make that adjustment?
Yeah, and I mean it could be a defining factor because we have seen the berry on Martin's side. Maybe Chelsea does not have the berry, but maybe something like a Rockium, a Z move.
And the other thing here is that Chelsea opts to drop the Togedemaru. Gyarados on Martin's side could have a few there.
Yeah. I think it's still quite valuable
And
to
even if she
Togedemaru.
brings the Togedemaru, let's not forget, Martin's Gyarados has Earthquake. Once that balloon is popped, that
The
Togedemaru
Rodent will be popped as well.
yeah, the blob like a little balloon it is.
I still feel Togedemaru is quite useful for Chelsea just because of the fake out pressure. And
Yeah, which is unique in this matchup. None of the other mons on either side can offer that. But it can make Chelsea a bit predictable.
yes.
And Martin has shown that he has the end game very firmly in his mind.
Yep, Katana and Arcanine for Martin here against Chelsea's Katana and Arcanine.
Oh bye.
So I guess this is a mirror match?
To a certain extent, but let's not forget Chelsea's Katana cannot protect.
Yes. So definitely skewed in Martin's favor.
And Martin, you imagine is not going to leave his Katana open to the Infernal Overdrive. this time.
Yeah, although he could survive, as you pointed out, through a protect,
Oh, but
especially the -1.
if he carries sub, though,
Sub on his katana.
that is the option right on the original moveset of the scope lens
Well,
katana.
you do take the Inferno Drive at the cost of just 25% of your health, so that's a very good deal.
Fantastic deal.
If there's something that Martin can pull out now, could catch Chelsea off guard and give him quite a bit of momentum. As we expect, I think Chelsea's katana to switch out at this point, since it cannot protect.
But that's what Martin expects as well. So Chelsea could yet pull something off here if she expects the katana slot to go untouched.
I don't know, pressure is on Chelsea
Yeah,
here.
she actually
Oh,
does
she
stay
stays in.
goes for the switch slot on the Arcane 9. With the Intimidate, not going to do much, as Katana does go for the sub on Martin's side. Does he get the 1 for 4 deal? No, here comes the Flare Blitz. So Chelsea not giving Martin the free gift he was looking for.
Well, it would have been pretty good deal for Martin if Inferno Drive went off, but it did not. But I think Chelsea will lose a katana here.
As here comes Flare Blitz into the katana, and well, at the end of the day, I think Martin takes that deal after all.
Yeah, his katana is still relatively healthy, whereas
Still the fastest thing on the field, able to
Chelsea's
sub again if needed.
yeah, I kind of question whether, I mean, it was an obvious switch for Chelsea, but I think maybe she should have gone for it either way.
Because as we saw, Intimidated Katana just doesn't do any damage to either Arcanine or Katana.
If she switched in Fini and it goes down to a Leaf Blade, that just means
if
that Katana
anything,
is
you
open for
wonder,
Arcanine.
should she have just Secret Sworded the Katana to at least maybe get, if you crit you KO, or maybe even prevent it from getting a sub up at all?
And could have traded in that sense.
Yes.
Well, Giga Leaf does appear for Chelsea here. So
But the Katana is still on the field for Martin. And if he is scope lens, he doesn't care about the Intimidate. This could be a really, really dicey turn for Chelsea.
yeah.
And the Arcanine on Martin's side, free to switch out here.
Oh, Martin
Switches out the
does.
Katana, so no Leaf Blade crit here.
Oh my
Not
god, this
turn
is
at
such a
least.
mirror match.
Yeah, here comes the Giga Lift for Martin's own side. As Flare Blitz comes out from Chelsea's Arcanine into the
Giga
what
Lift.
was the Katana.
Yeah, not gonna do a lot of damage. Do we see a burn? Maybe no burn as well. And
Oh, Martin reveals his own Bulldoze into his own Giga Lift. But his Giga Lifts don't care about speed anyway.
yes, I think it's more effective on for him because Arcanine now is slower than.
Now will be the time to review a weakness policy Giga Lift Chelsea. But that is not the case. Here comes the Rock Slide.
Should
which
be
will
able to
take out
clean
the
up.
Arcanine.
Yep.
And Martin switches in his Giga Lift at the cost of taking about 40%. Somewhat painful switch in. But now Katana comes in unintimidated.
Yeah, but I guess even though it does have the speed drop, Arcanine still will be able to outspeed both of the rocks. I guess it's a question of whether Katana can take out the Arcanine before a Flare Blitz is fired. Or does he want to go try again for the to
Yeah, I
entice?
actually think Martin could just keep subbing here. If he subs and Arcanine doesn't Flare Blitz,
Oh, you're
then he
right.
keeps the sub. But if Arcanine Flare Blitz, then Arcanine goes down to the Rock Slide. Martin is in a very strong position. He can just keep going back to the store until the store accepts his deal. The sub has to go up sooner or later.
that's one way to put it. That's a very interesting way to put it. Yeah, but definitely. Oh,
Here comes the sub.
No
Martin's gonna
protect.
try again.
No protect for Arcanine.
Martin's gonna try again. Here comes the Flare Blitz, which means that while the sub does go down, Katana will not go down to the Giga Lift in return, but the Arcanine will go down to Martin's own Giga Lift, barring a Rock Slide miss.
Yeah.
Unless Chelsea's hoping to flinch Martin's Giga Lift with Rock Slide.
Yeah, I guess it comes down to a speed tie as
but
well.
Martin does go first. No avoid. Arcanine will go down. And as pointed out, Martin's sub is just such a safe play to make that turn.
Yeah, and potentially Chelsea's Giga Lift could flinch here as well. That would be horrendous. Does not flinch, goes for the Z move here.
Tectonic Rage into...
Oh, Rockium.
Oh, no, sorry. Continental Crush will go into...
Katana?
Well...
I guess, Giga Lift would be an okay choice since it doesn't
it is
resist rock as well.
50% now, the Katana. It could be enough. I'm actually not certain.
Ooh.
Oh, actually going to be the Giga Lift. So it will be a KO in return with the Continental Crush. But Martin still has the Katana. And Chelsea has lost her Arcanine.
Yes, looking at the team, maybe if she has a Togedemaru, that could provide the pressure that she needs. Although Martin does have a Pokemon at the
Oh,
back
it's
as
going to
well.
be Tapu Fini though.
Ooh,
Not what you want to be facing off against a Katana. And Martin will close it out with his own Porygon too.
Yeah, kind of difficult to break, especially since the Z move has been burnt for Giga Lift. And I'm pretty sure Porygon 2 is not going to be setting up Trick Room.
And the other problem here is that thanks to Giga Lift's very high physical defense stat, Martin's Porygon 2 has just gotten a special attack boost.
Yeah. Yeah, Katana looking
And
quite
I think
good.
we do have seen that Martin carries Thunderbolt, which would actually spell doom for the Fini. Though Katana has no reason to go after Giga Leaf here, since Fini is the only one that can actually do damage to the Katana.
Yes, doesn't even have to worry about Rock type
Oh,
features.
and I think he knows that Chelsea is specs, which should mean it can't protect from the Leaf Blade. Here
Yup.
comes the Leaf Blade. Is there going to be a crit to add insult to injury? Yes,
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 it
it is. You naughty boy running scope lens, Martin.
He insists that it's not a scope lens katana.
Which means it's probably Razor Claw, isn't it?
For the flinch. Wow. Okay, and Ice Beam will go into the Gigalith.
With the boost, going for the Earthquake. I actually think that's not enough for the Katana still.
It is neutral, but no stab, and Katana's defense will
Yeah.
save it from a KO
So
there.
Leaf Blade will close the set out for Martin in very commanding fashion. No trick room needed in this.
Yeah,
game.
Porygon 2 quite a safe buffer for Martin though. Very bulky.
Yeah, even if Katana went down actually, there's every chance that Porygon 2 could close the game out on its own with the special attack boost.
Yeah.
Martin moves on in commanding fashion, taking the set 2-0 over Chelsea and moves on to the final of the mid-season showdown. Yeah,
Very
that's
strong
really, very
showing.
well played there.
Yeah.
Martin used the sub to his advantage, recognizing that Chelsea couldn't break it with anything other than the Flare Blitz. And even after she broke it with the Flare Blitz, she couldn't KO the Katana afterwards with what she had.
Yeah, I like your analogy a lot. You know, Martin is just going to the store until he accepts his deal.
It's a fantastic deal for him.
Yeah.
You just keep putting out the sub there. He's like, please give me Inferno Overdrive. It doesn't come out, but you force Arcanine to keep attacking.
Well, okay, you break my sub, but I'll break your Arcanine.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trade for Martin to make. And Katana is just so safe. As long as he can keep subbing, at that point he only used 2 subs, was at 50%. Nothing on Chelsea's team could deal 50% to the Katana.
Yeah, and Chelsea lost a Katana quite early on, which could have potentially stopped that, being Scarf able to fire off Sacred Swords faster. But
Yeah, and again we saw, on turn 1 she went for the Sacred Sword into Arcanine. If she had Sacred Sword into Katana, Martin doesn't have the resources to make the deals anymore. He has
Yeah.
no health left to start with.
could have gone down to a Arcanine as well, and perhaps made the playing field a bit more even.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Martin playing a very, very strong winning scenarios and taking it through to the final of the mid-season showdown to face the winner of the next set, which will be Martin Teo against, which will be Ruven against Terrence Peck.
Oh.
Alright, so we'll be moving to an interview with Martin Tan. Stay tuned.
And we are here with the victor of that very commanding semi-finals we've just witnessed, a 2-0 victory over Chelsea, Martin Tan. Yeah. So, what were your thought processes going into some of the matches against Chelsea?
I felt that the Togedemaru is a big threat because if you notice both sets I did not bring Tapu Koko because it can just essentially, even though it's a good match against Tapu Fini, it would instantly disrupt my plans. Like both switching for trick room play would not be possible.
Yeah, and with the electric step it provides, I guess Gyarados was also not a very strong option for you as well.
Yes, certainly. So, but I did something with the speed for the Giga Leaf, so but that I can review next time. But the thing is about like if in a 1v1 situation, I wanted myself to be on the upper hand, and hence I pick the berry item instead of the Rock MC.
Yeah, that paid dividends, I believe, in the first game where she was unable to take down the Giga Leaf and it just healed back to full HP.
Yes.
And the second game was also quite entertaining to watch to see whether the Inferno Overdrive would go into the Katana sub. Substitute is not a very common move, so what kind of inspired you or made you want to run that on Katana?
Well, I mean, I drew inspiration after Melbourne from Nick Navarre's team, right? So largely, if you notice, it's quite similar. I mean, the scope lens thing is a bit controversial, I would say, but mainly the Giga. I took quite a long time to optimize, especially Arcanine and the Giga Leaf spread. Yeah, so I felt that this time it paid off, but may make certain changes next time.
Okay, well, congratulations on your victory, and I'm glad that you actually took experience from Melbourne and try to further that in your team planning as well.
Sure.
So hope to see more of your matches, upcoming matches as well, and good luck for those.
Thank you.